The next topic is reading and language development. Reading, we all know, plays a very important part in the language development. Now, if children at a very early age, if they are exposed to reading, there is a greater chance that their vocabulary by the age of 5 or 6 will be very solid and will be much better than those who are not exposed to reading. Reading improves their imaginative skills. They could look at, if the reading books have pictures, they can look at them, they can relate to the meaning of the objects. And if they are reading stories and they read different characters, they can relate to them. Also, they can, while reading, they can draw a picture in their mind and then they can discuss that or explain this to their parents or their teachers. And it has been determined that reading provides a rich exposure to language, and it's a great tool to develop one's vocabulary. So if the vocabulary is expanded or if vocabulary is developed, it helps a child in terms of the writing skills as well. It provides the word bank from which a child easily draw or maybe write a paragraph or express himself or herself. So reading plays a very important role. Now, reading with regard to its role is considered very crucial in the development of language, as books contain wealth of information and vocabulary which help in developing early literacy skills. So reading also enhances analytical thinking skills as well and improves focus and concentration. So again, this is the area which is not without research, and we have seen that many of the comprehension skills that have been acquired to deal with oral language are also applicable to reading. Now, these include the ability to extract the meaning of a sentence, interpret that sentence in a given communicative context, draw inferences from individual statements, and monitor one's own comprehension. So these may be referred to as general comprehension skill. So in addition to the acquisition or advancement of general comprehension skill, we have learning, and that learning is specific to reading, which involves mastering other skills specific to written language. Now, these include using eye movements to scan sentences in a text, extracting the visual features of letter and words, reading from left to right on a page in most languages, and relating printed language to spoken language in some way. It is likely that some of these skills may be acquired rather easily, but others may take substantial time and effort. What this suggests is basically that reading involves a variety of skills that are well coordinated only in the mature reader's context. That is, the early reader is consumed with the task of identifying even familiar words in a new and unfamiliar mode. Then we have phonological awareness and reading part. Now, one skill, this is another skill that is specific to reading and is the task of linking printed letters, often called graphemes, to phonemes. Now, this task is difficult for young children for several reasons. For one, there is a lack of one-to-one correspondence between phonemes and graphemes. The graphemes, C for example, is sometimes pronounced as k, as in coffee, and C, circus, as in S. In addition, the child must learn that some graphemes are pronounced in ways that are difficult to anticipate, such as for in phoneme, Moreover, the young reader will have to confront words with silent letters such as house. So, phonological awareness is causally related to the development of reading skills. Although children come to school with oral language skills and experience with printed materials, successful reading requires children to identify written words rapidly, a reading specific skill that depends on metalinguistic processes.